Alrighty guys, welcome to another episode of my Let's Play Need for Speed World series, and today we're going to be looking at a hatchback that is now currently owned by R32 Gaming. Well, this is kind of I guess you could say a recreation of his, although I have modified wheels on mine in Need for Speed World, but AR12 Gaming owns one, and it is the Volkswagen Golf R32, and it's a pretty interesting looking car. So then, what makes this an interesting car? Well, it's a hot hatchback, which is a kind of a car that I like. Has exhaust in the center, and it's a car that you really don't see all that often in America. I've seen a few in America, and they're kind of cool to see, but I don't like this kind of body style really of the Golf. It doesn't look quite well, but it looks alright. I tuned mine to D-Class 399 overall. I have no skill mods on this thing. I changed the wheels to Keone, I think it is, Keone wheels, just for the fun of it. Straight shear lowering kit, no neons, because I've kind of run out of neons for appropriate colors. And, well, really, there's nothing else to say about this car except for I painted the mirrors black, painted the roof black, and painted the spoiler black as well. So, let's take this out into free roam and test out the top speed of this thing. So this is the route that we will be taking, going up this little loop thing, going down the straight, and going through the entire little freeway thing. So I'm going to get this car up to speed, out of the corner, and then I'll be back. Alrighty, now I'm up to speed now with this thing, and so this car doesn't have quite good acceleration for what it is. It doesn't have very powerful nitrous, and so the top speed is actually pretty fast, 164 miles per hour without nitrous, but let's see if it goes a little higher now. And with nitrous you get about 176, but I think it'll go even faster if you put some more powerful nitrous with this thing. And somebody else is activating nitrous. The handling is kind of actually not that bad. It doesn't handle too bad, although since this car has good handling at a very high top speed, it doesn't have very good acceleration in this class, so that's a bit of a problem. So let's take this into a single player race and see how well this does. Alrighty, I'm back. I'm gonna do a hot lap. I'm gonna cut out here and I'm gonna do a hot lap with this thing, and this guy's, as you can see, this thing doesn't work very well right now, but as soon as I get onto a little area where I can pause the video, I will do that. Okay, starting the hot lap now, and I totally dropped that pursuit breaker right there, so this thing's acceleration doesn't do it justice, but the handling is quite fantastic. As you can see, very light braking through that corner, and I managed to go through that with very little understeer. And so see, this thing does very good in the corners, but thanks to its pretty low acceleration, it doesn't do very well in terms of accelerating. And sometimes you will get understeer if you go a little too fast through the corners, since it's all-wheel drive. But yeah, if you do drive this thing appropriately, it will not try and take your head off every single time you drive it. Now I'm doing a hot lap because this is a circuit race. And so yeah, and then you can look up on NFS times to see my percentage of this car, of my score for this car, see how high up on the leaderboard I am. But yeah, like you see here, the handling is really good, but since the restrictions of car classes, this car really is not able to do very well. So, but in real life, I'm pretty sure this thing is actually a beast for what it is. It has a very high top speed, and I think in real life it also has a slightly sluggish acceleration. But thanks to its all-wheel drive system, it has the grip and handles very well. But yeah, I kind of like this thing. This thing's a fun little car to drive, just for the fun of it, just for the sake of just having fun in this game. If you want to be a little different in races, and yeah, this is more of a fun car. And there we go, about 1 minute and 50 seconds lap time. So I will see you guys in a Team Escape to see how well this thing does. Alright, here we are in the Team Escape lobby, and as you can see, the acceleration compared to a Pontiac Solstice GXP tuned to the same class is not the best, but This car is more for straight tracks, which are more for top speed and stuff, and handling. So this thing works pretty well for those kind of tracks. So I will see you guys in the Team Escape once it starts. So BRB. Alright, here we are. We'll just get a perfect launch. Now as you can see, the nitrous is not very strong. What the heck? Okay, there was a cop in the wall. Very strange. Now this car has a very interesting suspension setup. I think the geometry of the suspension got a little messed up, because sometimes when you go over a jump, it has some kind of crazy suspension system. As in, it's got like hydraulics and stuff, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's see if it'll do it here. It doesn't do it always, but sometimes it just rocks kind of from side to side when you go over a jump. But yeah, the handling's... this thing will do pretty good in Team Escapes. It's got enough weight to ram roadblocks, it seems like. Maybe it's because I'm just a pro and I know how to hit the roadblock. But yeah, it's got enough weight to ram roadblocks and stuff. But really, any kind of car, if you use it properly in Team Escape, will work well. But yeah, I just failed completely there. But yeah, the handling is really good, like I said. The acceleration, well, it takes a little while for it to get to its tops, to get back up to speed, if you lose speed. And the handling's not bad, like I said. It's a bit understeery compared to that Solstice that you just saw. You see, I ran a little wide and he managed to overtake me. But yeah, that's another drawback with the handling, and I didn't even know where that Rhino was coming from, so thank you for the speed boost, sir. But yeah, let's see. Well, yeah, it's pretty good ramming for what it is. A little hot hatchback. Yeah, I say it's pretty good. I like this thing. But for the sake of this game, since I don't have a lot of car slots, I'm going to probably sell this thing. But I will keep it until I decide to buy another car. Because I really want to get the ZR1 for IGC and the GTR R35. But yeah, it does pretty good if you give this thing the right skill mods. Mine has no skill mods, obviously, and that killed the Rhino. Wow, it killed the Rhino. It's kind of cool. Okay, as soon as I go over this crest, I'm going to end the video for the Team Escape portion and go to the conclusion part. Let's see if it'll do some crazy stuff with the suspension. But yeah, I might go into free roam and try and make the suspension do crazy stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, let's see if the suspension will bug around. And I don't care about that message. Screw off, game. Yeah, it looks like they fixed the problem, but whatever. Anyway, to sum up this car would be quite alright for D-class races if you're going on the types of roads that have long straightaways and not a lot of corners, or that have corners but they're very not very shallow corners. So this thing is also very good for Team Escape. It's got a nice weight to it, and it's also small enough to fit between roadblocks. So overall, this is actually a pretty fun little car. Now I actually don't want to sell this thing because I'm having so much fun with this car. I mean, this is a nice car overall. I mean, it's definitely worth getting, but I don't recommend putting it for D-Class. I just put mine for D-Class because why not? E-Class works well with this thing. D-Class sort of works well as well, but yeah, this thing's pretty darn good. It's a fun car, and of course, if you're a hot hatchback fan, you will love this thing as well. It's just a overall fun little car. So yeah, I guess that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Bye.